What's up, what's up? Pudgewiggle here, returning to do some Banished video. I realize I may fail and die and all that, but I'm going to say fuck it, and I'm going to do it anyway, because you guys deserve to see how this game runs, all that fun stuff. So, let's see where we left off here. Basic setup, typical setup, okay. I got 3 laborers. I have people being born, that's great. Happiness is almost full. Let's get rid of all this random shit here. Oh, that's structures. Don't want to do that, right? I love the synthesizer music going on right now. Okay. So let's get them working on that. So while I wait, I'll just speed this up. I'd like to announce that Pudgewiggle's official Twitch is up. You can visit it at www.twitch.tv/Pudgewiggle, all one word, all lowercase. I will be doing video streams, probably not as often as you see me pumping out the videos for YouTube, but I will be doing stuff like that. I will start putting the post down, or the link down in all the chats, or not chats, I'm sorry, the info and descriptions and stuff. The Twitch page is set up and ready to go. The only thing I'm doing now is waiting on a game day and time that I know I can stream, and the appropriate time to send out an email or a way to contact all the viewers. So my fishing dock's good to go unless someone dies, which I hope that does not happen. Everything looks like it's going pretty well right now. The only problem I come running across in this game is if I figure out the strategy to do it well, which I've been doing really well lately. I've been figuring it out. What gets really hard about the game is the population. I end up kind of not necessarily failing, but come to the point where there's no more room for houses, or there's too many people and the food runs out. As you can see right now, the amount of food I'm bringing in is just the perfect amount, I believe, for this. And also another tip/hint, you see the gatherer's hut. In order to have a healthy diet for your the average health, you need to balance it out between wheat, vegetables, berries, nuts, which is there. So if you just do farms like I did here, if you just do one farm that is corn for the cabbage, eventually this is going to deplete. So you need to have nuts and berries and all that fun stuff. Like I said, I'll wait until, if you can see, all the food's already running on the reserve. I don't start expanding until I have an overpopulation of food, because if you run out of food, then it's just happiness drops, all that crappy stuff. So I'm going to make a place for an orchard. That'll be right here. Same thing, it'll be 15 by 15. Actually, I'm going to make it small. I'm going to make it 7 by 7. That's what I'll do. I'll make this top priority right now. Okay, so let me go back. Oh, sorry, back to laborers. I'm going to grow apples. I'm only going to need one person to really work here, because it's a 7 by 7, so it's a very small orchard. I'm doing a new method, a new way of doing stuff. Hopefully it works. Basically, my method is instead of making these large areas like so, making smaller ones so the crops are, you know, there's not that many, but they can be harvested a lot faster. That's my goal. So we'll see how that works out. Looks like everything is pretty decent as of right now. Looks like we're out of wood here. You wanna know why? Because my... Exactly, yeah, because my... Okay. That's another problem is trees. They got to speed up the speed of the Forester Lodge. They have to speed that up. I mean, it takes forever for them to do their job. I mean, I know I can put more people on it, but I've put four people on it, and they're still not doing their job that well. It's crazy. Do I have a tailor? I do not remember. No, I do not. So, I'm going to make one really quick. What's this? Reserve for logs is low. Typical. I'm not going to put him to a 5,000 limit. I don't know why I put him to a 5,000 limit. That's crazy. See, we probably have enough of these. You got to balance out the amount of firewood between the amount of logs you have, because if he turns firewood into logs, then what happens is you don't have logs for building. So if you have a max of 500 woodcutter, I mean the 500 fuel limit, he's going to cut all the logs you bring in constantly. So what you should do is you should put a limit to a very small amount. Try to kind of test the way of what does your group need right now. Like if 2,000 logs is all you need, is a constant thing, then that's great. Then, you know, keep it at that. I'm going to increase the amount of stone we need, though, because we can use all the stone we can get. There's no limit to that. But this should be... I'm going to try to stick with 2,000 here. I didn't know I put that so high. I don't know why I did that. Gotta admit, though, my laborers are kicking ass right now. I'm going to give them another job for over here. All the way back. My laborers have a lot of work to do. So food's good. Resources are pretty decent. Iron's good. It's okay. Not bad. Logs are going up because the firewood's not as good. I mean, not as depleted. That's the one thing I've learned. I've had this guy pumping out just 10,000. I had an excessive amount of firewood, but no logs. And then I had my people scavenging like a mile off of my original place for wood. It was awful. It took forever and delayed the game tremendously. It's not worth it. I do not recommend it. So heed my warning and balance out the way you do your logs. I'm going to increase the food limit here. I don't know what they're capable of, but we'll see. So, like I said, as of right now, everything looks the same. Everything looks like it's balanced out pretty well. Food, firewood's looking good. I'm going to see how the summer, or how winter is, how winter hits, before I make any more decisions with that. So you can see the wood. I have them constantly planting trees, and I'll have my guys constantly tearing them down. They can tear them down, but like I said, they take too long, in my opinion. And when you have enough laborers who are happy and you get one little area, they'll just tear it down as much as possible. I'm actually going to make a new resource field so they don't have to go that far from most of these places. I think it's 10 by 10. Yeah. I'm gonna make this priority really quick. See, now they're moving them here, so they're not have to walk all the way down across the way into this one or these or this one. This one's going to be more used for this village, and I'm going to extend a bridge over here and gather up all this. That's my plan for the future. It looks like the farm's got a pesticide on it. A crop has developed. The crop has developed an infestation. So what we do? The only thing I've learned is you take down the workers. You do not get any more food, because what's going to happen, and I'm pretty sure the game's going to screw me over like this, the food that I'm carrying over is going to spread, so I stop all the working. I wonder how long it's been. So I wait until that clears up. And the only way I know that clears up is that yellow meth looking, smoky looking color stuff dissipates, and that's when I know. Unfortunately, we're going to be out of food for a while, but I need to wait for that to be gone. I don't know any other way to fix that. I'm actually going to take 4 people off here. And I'm going to add them to... I'm just going to keep them as a laborer until that's gone. Don't want that spreading anywhere. So far it's working, so good. As you can see, they're slowly disappearing. I don't know if that's just the fact that it hasn't been... winter's coming. Winter is almost here. You see, they cleared out a pretty decent area over here. Still got a bug. And there goes all my crops. What I'm going to do now... Oh, looks like it's gone. So increase the workers to 8 again. Why are they not? Oh. There we go. Okay, there we go. Everything's back to normal. Okay. So here goes winter. We'll do our little firewood test now. I'm sorry, what? Oh, log limit? Okay, we'll boost you up a little bit. We'll boost you to 1,000. Actually, it seems like they're doing their job. Let's see. Maybe not. I can't see. What are they talking about here? It's weird. Firewood is a constant stream, which is weird. Through the whole winter? You kidding me? Okay, so here's a good example of population. You see how there's the number of adults, 31, 0 students, 3 children, 4 children now? It means I go through and I check the houses and I see what's going on. Got one more child. So it looks like everyone's growing up, which means if I don't get them a house to live in, look, I have 34, I have kids living with parents right now. That's not good. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to create 2 more houses. I do recommend that your houses are... Damn it, hold on. I do recommend that your houses are extremely well close together, because what's going to happen, we'll cut them in half, is you're going to keep expanding out further and further from the source of the supplies they need, and we don't want that. I kind of need them. What's going on? So we got enough logs for them. Now it's just stone. We got enough stone. Well, right now they're not working. They're worried about the job I gave them last summer, so I'm going to head and increase the priority for that, and I'm going to increase the priority for this as well. I don't know if you can dual increase priority, so we'll see. It looks like they're working on it now. So now the builders will work. Yep, okay, so you can increase priority of two different things. And now the builders should be working on them. This will open up 2 houses for those 2 teens that... And they're actually pretty old already, so let's hope I didn't miss it. See, 30 and 38. Them having a kid's going to be difficult at that age. Hopefully we can. So I'm going to go ahead and make 2 more houses to be safe. I know... damn it, I always do that. It upsets me. It looks weird the way I'm doing, like the way their houses are facing in and all that, and very close together and awkward, but it saves room, basically. So let's go ahead and increase the priority again for these 2 house slots. Okay, maybe we'll work on them. We got 4 and 4, same as before. Logs are the firewood's still good, so I found a balance between that so far, real nice. As you can see that they're working hard and stuff. And they're still chopping away. They're leaving all their stuff here, and I don't know why. Why is nobody working on this? They brought in a lot last time. Was corn already brought in? There's no way. Yeah? Corn's still brought in. Actually, it looks like my apples are almost ready to harvest. No, not yet. Not yet. Close. I think about next summer, I'm guessing. So, a nice I'm actually going to save real fast. Nice overview of what's going on here. It looks like everything is doing pretty well. And this is actually the best I've done so far. It looks very promising, very stable. Looks like we have enough food. Looks like we have enough wood. Like I said, people and wood were my 2 big downfalls. I already have more people than I did. You see how I have a total of 38 people? 32 plus 6, 38. I have a total of 38 people in the autumn of 7. Right here, autumn 7. This is the year we're in. I had this many people in about year 14 of my games that I've tried to practice on. So, I guess playing the game gets practice, or watching somebody similar to me or anybody else out there works too. Oh, did I miss my harvest? Oh. That's disappointing. So you kind of have to... I wonder if that changes. Alright, let's see how this works. How our winter will go. So they have a child, they have a child, they have a child, and they have a child. Perfect. See? I caught just in time. Now we have a total of 40 members. Now that we're at this kind of stage with the decent balance of food and all that, what's going to happen is I'm going to build a commodity area. And by that I mean things that make people happy. Very aesthetic kind of buildings. In this case, I'm going to be building a chapel. Not much of a believer in religion myself, but people love it. It brings up happiness, everybody's a member, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to make this high priority. That way people's happiness don't get crushed and stuff. This is either taken right from my storage piles. Perfect, wonderful. I have builders on there. I'll even out the builders. So people will be happy because of this. Also, what makes people happy is very similar things like that. Wells that provide water. School for people to become... they get knowledge, you know, so they can produce more in their life. A hospital, I haven't really seen anyone be using a hospital before, so. A town hall doesn't require people to work in, but you can get nomads, you can look at all the statistics of your town. Nomads, they do a pretty decent amount of people. Something happened. What's this? I gotta cut these down and redo it. It's kind of... Oh! Nope, nope, nope. God damn it. Well, now you know that I didn't know that they automatically just regrow and instantly. Did not really think that would happen. The reserve for food is low, and I just cut down my only tree that had food on it. Okay. A little upset about that, but okay, that's fine, whatever. So, okay, the reserve for food is low, which means more people need to be fed, etc., etc. So, I'm going to do another farm, I think. Ugh. It requires a lot of people, that's the problem. How about another fishing dock? How does that sound? I'm going to do it very close to town, too, so... do it like right... Gotta find a sweet spot. No sweet spot? Doesn't look like... Oh! Right there. And everyone's going. So the reserve for food is low because, like I said, once you bring in more people, we'll start having a kid. The kid will need to be fed, and food does drop tremendously. I did not go with my word though on saying I would start expanding once. Look at that, it's beautiful. Once that's all done, so I'm going to have my people start removing the trees and other things here. I'm actually going to cut down on my builders. This is already done, so I'm going to do all laborers right now because there's nothing to build. I'm going to increase the amount here of that to 4 fishermen. 5 actually, total. And then I'm going to give this guy, I'm going to give him 2. So the fish amount should increase significantly, which might be able to help us. I can't afford to lose any more people towards the farms because to have it properly done, I believe in having 4 people. And I can't risk that. I kind of just did, but I want a different source. I want fish, some wheat, some nuts and berries, all that fun stuff. Actually, I want to see how he's doing. So he's only been able to bring in onions, and you know why? Because he's not surrounded by trees. Interesting. Didn't actually know that. But as you can see, everyone who lives here is a member of the church, of the chapel. Actually, going back to my previous conversation, things people like too is a cemetery to support those who have fallen in hard times, ships, all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna make a cemetery back here. The bigger the cemetery, the more graves it can hold. Obviously, I think the dimensions are 20 by 20. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make that an area of importance. The reserve for food is still low. I wonder if they're hauling anything in. Okay, so they're hauling in about 804 a season. And so far we're getting new on what they're doing. So we're getting 804 from them. We'll see what we're getting from these guys. I don't need that forester lodge anymore because they're only planting, they're not cutting. We're bringing in about the same amount of cabbage, it looks like. Maybe less. Now it's close. Trees are beginning to grow again. That kind of put us back, me cutting down that orchard. Alright, let's see how the winter holds up. We're still pretty good on firewood. See what he's going to do now is he's going to take what he remains to his normal amount, which is 2,000. So he's going to keep cutting wood until there's 2,000. So what does he need? 137? 127, I'm sorry? Yeah, 127 until he gets his max limit, which leaves us with 200 wood. Plus, I have laborers bringing in stuff. This is not done yet, so I'm going to go ahead and increase. I'm going to get 3 builders on that. And they're going to go ahead and build that. I'm going to make a road. make a path going all the way around because I don't know. I feel like it's right to do that. Like I said, I try to make paths. I try to make everything as accessible as possible. Okay, so they're still bringing in fish. They need to beat out a little over 854, I think. Which I think they will because they have more people, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. As you can see, the total happiness, the average happiness has gone down. I don't know why. It just happens. I think our fishing will be fine. I'm gonna put a another gatherer's hut out here, and I'm gonna destroy this one because this one's just kind of in the way now. So here, let me destroy this. And then I'm going to build another one out here in the wilderness. So he can gather all the fruits and nuts and everything he needs, and I will not touch anything around this area. It's kind of out there though, that's the problem. So I'm gonna, where did I put that? There it is. I'm gonna make that the importance area right now. Okay. So we'll have people going up there soon. Let's get all the laborers moving up there. See, I can hold 144 graves. I don't even have that many people right now. So this right here is going to be off limits to cutting down trees. This little limit right here. His area is going to be all for nuts and stuff. Because we'll do a little trial here. Because what's going to happen is you'll see his what he's gathering is nuts, berries. He'll have more than just onions. So let's see how we're doing. We got 5 children. The reserve of food is low. Still low. Fish isn't helping that much. Well, it's because we haven't brought in the wheat yet, or the cabbage. This right here, this question mark above the civilian means they're in a profession, but they don't have a place to work, which is he's the gatherer. I think there's 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of them. So what the laborers do for this is they deliver the logs, the stone, and then they'll hold off on the building because they're not builders. So once the building's done, I'm going to move it to 3. I'll just move to 3 now. And just to be safe, I'll make it an area of importance again for everyone. So it looks like we're harvesting the food now. Bringing in that dough food. Now another commodity item that people like is cocaine. No, or a commodity building, I should say, is a marketplace. I don't get anything from the marketplace. It just makes them happy, and it makes it easier for them to get items. There we go. We have people working there now. Let's just leave them alone. You guys get your nuts and berries in peace and silence. Once I have enough food and all that, I'll put up the marketplace, because right now I have a lot of laborers, so let's keep the laborers coming. We have 2 kids, so we are going to have to unfortunately make a new farm. So I'm going to put the farm. Well, I kind of used up all my land here. I'll make smaller sources of farms, like I did that apple tree, or the apple orchard, or the orchard. So what I'll do is I'll make a farm going this long. Can't do that. Okay, and then we will grow more corn. Increase the amount. So we keep our 4 here, I think. 4, 4, and 3. Because we don't need that many people working on this farm. This should help a little bit. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to that summer yet. And then I'll build a marketplace. I don't know why they're unhappy. I can't think of why they're unhappy. I feel like there could be so many reasons. And after I get this crop field going to see how much we pull in, I'm going to make more houses because it looks like, well, they're kind of too old to reproduce. Yeah. Food looks good. Firewood looks good, as usual. Happiness is a little bit shitty. I get it. See, the farmers take up most of my population, and I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but it's kind of disappointing. What are my laborers doing right now? Oh, they're just taking shit? Oh, those are the planters. They're planting. What are my laborers doing? Storage for produced goods is near capacity. That's a good thing. Oh, someone died. Old age. Nothing you can do about old age. People will die, people. Understand that. There will be deaths. So let's make another storage barn right next to the cemetery. Oh, yeah. And people who die will be replaced with their laborers. I believe I mentioned that earlier, but I just said it again because. So let's make this increased priority. Let's make 3 and 3. I feel like it was wrong to put it next to a cemetery, but whatever. Okay, here comes our first season of this. Let's look how well we do here. I'm going to get rid of these 2 crop fields. I know those are good. Let's see what we bring in here. See, what happens is the cemetery prevents people whose family, like if somebody's family lost somebody, like a father died or a son died, then they won't get sad over it because they can go visit the grave. But if they do, then the happiness just drops significantly. As you can see, we have no more babies being... They're not banging out the details just yet. So, I'm going to start making a house. I have to jump ahead here. I'm taking a leap of faith with this, so let's hope this isn't the downfall of Wiggleville. And I don't know if this is true, but I'm sure it sounds like it's realistic. If houses are tightly packed together like this, it's easier for a fire to become, it's easy for a fire to happen. I'm guessing that is true. Makes sense. It's kind of how it was in The Sims. If you were to play that, you know what I'm talking about. I think I'm going to make another one like this, similar to right here, as cabbage. So we have an even amount of cabbage and even amount of whatever. Look at that, the orchards. I want to see how much they bring in. They're bringing in corn. You see that at the orchard? That's because they're helping out. They don't have anything to do up until harvesting of the apples. So health is going down a little bit. I'm going to see how my nuts and berries guys are doing over here. See, look at they're bringing in berries, mushrooms, roots, onions. They have to be around wildlife, all that fun stuff. So they're doing fine. They're doing their job. That's awesome. When these get full, the storage barns get full, that's a good time to build a marketplace so they can be taken from the storage barns and put into the marketplace. And then they transfer them throughout between people, obviously. I'm excited to see what we grab in. I'm going to say about 400. Not as much as them. Let's see, here we go. Maybe more than 400. So let's see, our houses were built. 2 people moved in, very young, and they're about middle age right here. So when you see a family that moves in, there's a 14-year-old moved in with a 29-year-old. That's creepy, but whatever. They're well stocked on food, all that fun stuff. And that reminds me, another source of food. I don't know why I didn't think about this. But what I do is I get myself a hunting cabin, And I put him legitimately right next to the gatherer's hut. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. So I'm going to make a path going from there. And I'm going to make this most top priority right now. So people can work on it. I have no builders, so I'll let them gather the things out. I'm going to put one. I use one hunter. He brings in meat, all that fun stuff. So they brought in 600. 200 over what my guesstimate was. Oh, why are they taking out yields now? Oh, probably because it's that time of season. Yeah, that gets a lot of apples. Look at that. That little thing gets... Wow. See, I wonder if the trees stay there and they just keep reproducing apples. Huh. Interesting. See, I'm getting people born again, so I got a total of 40 people. Happiness still kind of down there. I think the marketplace will set it up, bring it up a little bit, I'm thinking. Do I not have a tailor yet? I swear I was going to have one. Still don't have a tailor. Let's see how many wool coats we have. We have wool. Well, what's the point of having all this wool if we don't have any coats, right? So let's make a tailor. Okay. A tailor is pretty self-explanatory. What he does is he uses the stuff we have to make coats and stuff for warmth. So I'm going to see if the hunting cabin is done. It's not done yet. But you guys, oh, it's because there are only builders on it. Here we go. We'll make this the area of importance now. Food is skyrocketing. That's great. Even with all the people I have. Firewood is still good. The reserve of iron is low. Oh, it's because we're doing the mass building right now. Right now I'm gonna have builders straight up on this working. Just get it out of the way because I won't be messing with it until then. So let's wait and see. It's a perfect season to be hunting. It should be late winter. Right now. Yeah, it looks like the temperature's rising. Come on, guys. I have 6 of you. So I want to see. I'm going to get another year, another season of what they're working on it. Oh yeah, that's why they got to go really far down to get stuff. What's this? Oh, a tailor. Okay. Someone to work there. So now we have a tailor. We're going to use wool though. We got to select wool because our main source right now of animal. We're going to increase the clothes limit first of all. Clothes limit to 1050. Because our main thing is sheep. And the only thing we get out of sheep is wool. Other than if we get too many sheep, then we kill the sheep for food. Okay, so now we need a hunter. And I have one hunter on here. Okay, so I've decided to name my hunter already. Steven the Hunter, with a PH, that is. So I'm going to name him. Why? Because Steven's a badass name for hunters. Steven sounds like a typical hunter's name. Okay, so the marketplace will be next. You see, now we got an amount of stored clothes coming in, which is great. We have enough food, we have enough... We're getting our iron back. So let's build the marketplace here. But where? So that's a really shitty spot for it. I need to get it around this area, but I don't think I have that kind of... I think I might have to put it here. Yep. That's okay, I guess. It's right next to the cemetery. And so let's make this priority number 1. They'll deliver the things and then... See what this, I believe what this circle means is everyone's within the business range will be coming to that marketplace. So I got everyone except one residential area on a couple of these things, but I don't think these mine, because the storage barns are here. So after I have that laborer done, I'm going to have them move over there and collect some of the firewood. Alright, so let's put them all into builders once they have enough iron. It takes 40 iron, so I mean, of course it's going to be a lot. Alright, so let's set them to builders. I'm going to make it area of priority again. See, I recommend putting your woodcutter next to a stockpile so you can just bring him right here. He just works right in this vicinity and probably lives somewhere in this vicinity too. Let's see. His happiness is low. I don't know why. Oh, because they don't have enough clothing. That's what it is. See, clothing ragged. That's why. They're not comfortable. But see, this is why we increase the clothes amount. It'll be... Let's pause this out. Use it to chase him around. He lives literally right in front of his workplace. So, perfect. He's got to get better clothing, though. That's what's bringing everyone down. Alright, so I'm going to have one person running this place. Because at least people are going to start bringing shit to it now. It's going to start just filling up. Eventually. Now people are just walking around it or something. There it is. Okay. So that's done. Oh, someone died of old age. That one had to be replaced. Rest in peace. And he'll be automatically moved to the grave, or she or he or whatever. Shalandra sounds like a girl, so... I don't know how they're running out. How many tools do we have? We don't need that many tools, actually. That's probably where I want my iron's going. Let's decrease the amount. Let's do a little test. Let's do 650. We already have 308. There's no way they're going to need that many. Well, let's increase a little bit to 850. This should increase happiness. As you see, I'm still at a steady area. Hopefully there's enough clothing being doled out to everyone. I don't want anyone to be ragged clothers. So let me save really quick. There we go. Wiggleville's looking nice, looking real nice. Okay, so I think this is a good stopping point. As you can see, we actually did some really good stuff here. Our next goal is going to be citizens. We're running out of room for people. We got our food back up to well balanced. We got our stored firewood is pretty good. The amount of wood coming in is now piling up now. That extra farm really helped, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and save again because I just set them as that, which one is it? It's this one? Yeah. Okay, so if you guys go ahead and like the video, then let me know. I'm going to pause it so nothing bad happens. If you want to see more videos similar to this, subscribe to my channel and you will see a lot more videos than just Banished, similar videos. If you'd have a request for me, then go ahead and throw up a request or message me. Don't put it in any of the YouTube videos. I mean, I will see it, but it'd be easier if you just contacted me directly through YouTube. Also, you can go ahead and like me on my Facebook. I do have a Facebook. The link is on my YouTube profile, the profile page, where all the information is stored. I also have a Twitter And as I said in the beginning of the video, I do have a Twitch up now, so you can go ahead and follow and like for that as well, and you will receive an email when I go live, and stuff like that, if you're familiar with how Twitch works. So everyone, thanks for watching, and thank you for watching the development of Banished. So far we're doing really good. So everyone, you guys have a nice night / morning. I don't know what it is for you. So good morning, afternoon, or night, and thank you for watching.